I see. So anyway, so as I grow myself quickly, I'm looking to just see what's going on with. I'm looking to see what's going on with Eventbrite and how they're actually doing the services over here. So as I understand that it's a third party, and I'm not saying I'm better than a third party, but I'm not saying that functional, and they use functional and analytical tracking cookies as well. Does Eventbrite and all websites, and I'm understanding that they have similar technology to understand that their preferences is to provide you with a custom experience where you understand that you can go and banner a nice and beautiful Eventbrite if you agree. Then you understand straight away that you can always get more information with them. And you always understand that you can sell your tickets online with Eventbrite. And you can always be intuitive to make sure that you're the creation of a promotion and you're making sure that you're managing all your events by signing up and selling tickets now with them. And then you're making sure that you understand that they're just advertising themselves here. And then you must understand that as I grow with nice and beautiful quality of life, I understand that you can see that Eventbrite is the world's largest event technology platform where they're also doing millions of events around 170 countries and territories, and they're also building intuitive technology to help you create and promote and manage your events while also doing more for your events and making sure that you spend less time working on them while making more time meaningful in terms of making more time creating or else while you're actually making more time creating meaningful live experiences in person or online with Eventbrite. So that's what they're saying. And you're making sure that no matter what, that if your intuitive creation is to set up your events, then you're starting to sell tickets online because that's the beautiful landing pages of customizing your ticketing options in terms of you're making sure that you're customizing your ticketing in terms of ticket taking or as tickets thing, or as you're making sure that no matter what, that your beautiful landing pages are customizing itself with ticket setting or as ticketing. I mean, you understand, it's more beautiful landing pages with customing ticketing options is for your events to make sure that you control exactly how your events go with scheduling the nice and beautiful publishing of your nice and beautiful seminars around selling extras and merch and tickets and drinks are all add-ons with Eventbrite is what they're saying. So I'm saying that they show you exactly 3 images over here and they show you how to create your tickets and making sure that you enter your details, and what you do is from that point you're making sure that you can see what it's all about for attendees, and you're making sure you're creating your tickets by signing up to get free tickets with multiple tickets where you can actually, I mean, you can actually maximize your sales all the time with everything. And then you're making sure that always you're publishing and sharing, and once you're live then you're easily able to share it to Facebook and reach more ticket buyers in more places and stuff like that. But then what you understand straight away from them is your ticket to successful events is a powerful promotion and fast, and it has an easy checkout, I promise you. So you must understand anyway. So as you go into your life, then you understand that you have built-in tools and partnerships to put your events in front of ticket buyers and allow them to purchase wherever they are browsing from in Facebook and YouTube. And you can place your events and tickets anywhere. So make sure you understand that no matter what, that you can go and place your Eventbrite link on YouTube, on in terms of, and on Instagram and on Facebook page and everywhere, and through Messenger as well. And you can get people to get your tickets like this. And then either way, you can send a personal message for people to get your tickets like this, and then give money for your birthday as well. So what you do is no matter what, that it's just a way for a method for people to give you money. So that's how you actually use Eventbrite. And then also you understand that it has a two-step checkout process where it makes it easy for them to purchase straight away from your event page. And that's what Eventbrite does, alibi. Brush although that as this happens, Brush they're giving you information, so you must understand that no matter what, they show you the calendar and the venue of the place with the address, with the postcode, and also the site and how much it is, and also the headline of the nice and beautiful event page of your events. And I love I. Russian, then you have to understand that from the top of the Google search bar, you have the results, which the Eventbrite industry leads into the CEO of the partnership with Google Events. So they post it on to your nice and beautiful Google page as well. And you're making sure that your Google website also finds the event page as well, is what they're saying. So anyway, I realized that once you sell more tickets to more people directly on Facebook, then you have to allow people and attendees to discover and purchase and access their tickets to your events all in one place, which is only available in the professional or premium packages of Eventbrite. So they have a nice and beautiful setup of domains over here where you have to go and sign up to their premium deals to be able to go and discover more. And then you understand straight away that everything is to make it easy for people to be able to get tickets in 2 clicks in a secure way of checkout process, which is all I only. And you're making sure that no matter what, that everything's the one of life in the word I, and then you're making sure that you understand that they have marketing efforts where they are helping people to sell tickets as well with real-time reports, and then showing you analytics about everything. But then the flexibility also they give you is to control the sell in terms of to sell tickets to all your events, and they give you a nice and beautiful foundation over here where other people are saying how it may be very difficult for you to do it without Eventbrite and the automation forming of people and how they're getting out information and to have an attendee list and all that, and then making sure that the very basic of something about being different in terms of being a different person who has the tickets is very important for you to have to understand that somebody's just giving more information about that. So the individual saying how Eventbrite's nice and beautiful for you, and then understand that you can also find the right price for you, for example, is what they're saying. So there's different approach. There's a different escape plan over here, which is a better one, and you're making sure that you understand that Eventbrite makes it easy to set up, but then they have a essential package and a professional package and a premium package. So what you have to understand, you have to understand how to learn your prices over here with the options and pick the package that's best for you. So the essentials is where you set up your event, and then the professional one is the flexibility and control that you need to manage your event and promote any type of event. And the premium deal is tailoring of partnerships for large and complex events. So I'm not saying that no matter what, that as I see that one there, I'm making sure I can go and see the package deals over here. So I'm not saying that no matter what, that they feel like they have what they are doing, and I understand straight away they want to do much better anyway. So they calculate your potential earnings over here, and they go ticket price plus the nice and beautiful in terms of times tickets sold, and they make sure they give you something about that, and then they make sure that the fees are on our essential package. So they're understanding that they do the fees upon the essential package on their premium deals and what the actual nice and beautiful way of life is. So if you understand straight away that if you go and write over here that the ticket price is 200 and the sold tickets is 100 tickets sold, I understand. Although guess what, I promise you, it's much more how they in terms of life only ever get your, let's say, tax. So what happens is the people with Eventbrite, Eventbrite gives you a nice and beautiful stadium over here of actual lights. We understand that if my event is $200, then they charge you $204.95, and the $4.95 is a tax, and that goes to Eventbrite. I understand. So the thing about the nice and beautiful potential earnings of what you have over here is if you go to the professional package, then the professional package is how you actually make money as well. But the essential package over here is something different. So making sure that you understand that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I'm making sure that no matter what, that Eventbrite makes everything worthwhile for you in a way that they are just the ones who add a bit of more money onto the ticket to make sure that they are getting the extra money from that ticket. I understand, and that's why they're making sure that they're making the tax on your money, and that's why I'm looking at the nice and beautiful earnings of here in terms of what you can make. So no matter what, as I learned very quickly that Eventbrite is working around the world as coronavirus is going on, and I'm understanding that no matter what, I can pass fees to attendees, for example. So I'm understanding that I can absorb fees, for example, but the absorbing of fees is understanding that no matter what, if you absorb all the fees, then you have to understand that no matter what, that it's more how you can see, for example, with my package over here with actual Eventbrite, for sure that I have 100 tickets where I sold 100 tickets and I made $19,506 and more. And I understand that no matter what, that since that's the case, I realize Eventbrite makes $500 and more from that and more. I realize now since that's the case, I make more than that. I make sure that no matter what, that they make what they need to make, but it's much more how I understand straight away how that is. So I'm understanding that since that's the case, I'm doing better than that. I'm understanding that no matter what, that since I'm always making a deal come true for me, I'm making sure I have a better deal with the essential package right now because they give me more money. And as they give me more money, I'm looking for a deal over here. So let's have a look in terms of what's happening in terms of the simpler way of ticketing and lowering fees is to try calculate your payout using the essential package, for example. So the essential package is something that I understand that my current package is the professional one over here. So I'm understanding that what I want to do is I just let it be because I want to make sure that no matter what, that they're just showing me this nice and beautiful way of life over here. So I'm looking for different deals over here. I'm looking for the fees and how to actually go and study the fees around what's happening. So as I see the life over here, I'm making sure that the basic needs you need to start selling in terms of tickets is in minutes with Eventbrite, and they have unlimited type of tickets, and they're making sure they can send you as many type of tickets as you possibly want in your event. And also they have a ticketing and registration essentials, and also organizing mobile app as well, where you can use that mobile app as well. And also you can also list the Eventbrite and partner sites with their beautiful packages. And also the professional way of life is the premium professional plan is everything that you need in terms of the customer managing role of you growing your events, and then making sure that you understand that they have everything in terms of the essential package, but they add tickets sales on Facebook, and they add also ticket sales to your own sites, and they also add customizable check forms in terms of checkout forms, and they also detail the sales analytics and reserve seating as well, and they reserve the seating. So no matter what, I realize that the professional one is obviously much better, but then in the premium one, I realize that they tailor packages for event pros with large complex events, and they make everything in the nice and beautiful professional and plus plan work. But then they also have a team access and permissions possible regime where you can talk to somebody, and also a rental equipment for box office and entry, and it's also branding, community pages, and also product training, and they give you some essential information here. And then either way, you must understand that for now, I'm understanding essential product right now is something much more. I want to contact them personally. I want to talk to them personally, and understand that no matter what, that since that's the case, I realize they have so much more information about everything here that I can go through it, so I can make sure I can contact support is what they have over here. So making sure that anyway, since I actually contact support over here, I'm making sure that I have everything I ever need to just go and contact support. But guess what? I realize it's more how I feel that they are making the money, but guess what? Actually, then they have to send it to me, and they have to send it to me by making sure that I have to contact them first. So as I contact them, I'm making sure I contact them in a way that's actually helping me move forward. But what I want to do is either send them an email or call them. I want to call them first, and I'm organizing an event. So that's how I contact the support. And then what I do is I'm understanding that no matter what, I want to ask about a question over here. So I'm understanding that what I do is payouts and invoices. I'm making sure that anyway, I want to make sure that I can go and see how to do a payout method setup over here. So what they do is they may teach you some information about everything. So I realize that getting paid with Eventbrite payment processing is if you're hosting an unpaid event, then make sure that the Eventbrite payment processing in terms of make sure that the event payment processing is the default method for accepting payments online, and then Eventbrite sends your payout via 5 days after the completion of your event, and then your bank and location will determine how long it takes for the money to show in your account. So I'm saying anyway that what I need to do is set up my account and BSB number with event pages now. And that way I'm understanding that no matter what, that solves my question right here. So what I want to do is I want to go into Eventbrite Center around here somewhere. I want to make sure that I go to the dashboard of the actual page. And since that's the case, I have to go and link my actual BSB and account number here. And that way I'll go into account settings. Alright, this is much more helpful for me. And what I want to do is I want to place my nice and beautiful, let's say, card and my nice and beautiful way of life over here, where I can go and dwell upon helping myself to receive money from the accounts. So what I do is I can add a profile image as well. I can just make some kind of image work for myself over here. Make sure that no matter what, that is just that kind of way where you can set up the process of whatever's going on, and that way you're learning very quickly upon what's happening. And I just say Mr. Danny Milivojevic. Set the home phone number. Make sure that no matter what, I give them my phone over here. So 04, I say 0401, say 041, I say 944. So what's amazing for me is understanding straight away that as I go and dwell upon helping myself to succeed daily, I'm making sure I have more enough success all the time to even send them my nice and beautiful Instagram over here. Send them my Instagram page, and I give my home address over here. And so the home address over here, I just can place 6 Tremenda Street for now, and I can place over here A3 Esplanade, but no, I just go 6 Tremenda Street. I say 6 Tremenda Street for now. I can go Busby, say Busby, but it's more like that. So the thing is, I'm learning very quickly upon Busby over here, which is at my biological dad's house. I'm making sure I just go and send that nice and beautiful content to them. I'm not saying that it's in New South Wales. I'm not saying that, just set up the process of everything quickly, and the shipping address is all that. making sure anyway that what I do is very quickly I'm going to the Notion of everything. So I'm putting the home address as my 6 Joanna Street, Busby, and the billing address is 6 Joanna Street, Busby, and the shipping address is 6 Joanna Street, Busby. So just make sure you do that for yourself also in different ways. And the work address is 6 Joanna Street, Busby. And that way I'm understanding anyway that since I saved that, or it's all that information is gone into the computer here. I'm making sure the home phone number is something that they never need. There's the home phone number here. I'm making sure that what I do now is I save the nice and beautiful event page here. I did create the account on the 22nd of this month in terms of I'm better on that. I'm better on that. I did create the account. I realized it says account since 22 of the 1st of 2018 back then. Or else I'm doing better than that. Or else now what I want to do is I adjust my nice and beautiful data over here to make sure that I have the contact info, but the password is something different. I realize the passwords with the Facebook, I can set a password. See, I can set a password with this nice and beautiful site over here, but make sure I go with Facebook there. Making sure that no matter what, as I go and do that, I'm making sure that I see you currently don't have a debit or credit card saved. I have everything saved. I realize I have everything. I always have everything. Making sure that no matter what, that as I go and see my life over here in different ways, I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm learning how to organize my events. I'm making sure that you understand every single time how you can go attend events as well. You can see straight away what you need to do. I mean, you never need to get updates about Eventbrite or anything like that. And you never need anything else other than just to grow yourself. And you need Jesus Christ always. So I'm not saying that the personalizing event recommendations, I never need them to give me some recommendations. I understand to unsubscribe to Eventbrite, but I'm understanding I'll just let it be that way. I'm understanding that I never need the newsletters. I'm making sure that I can see straight away what's happening. I see when friends buy tickets or something. I see notifications over here. I see when the organizer follows and announces a new event. I see receive updates on collections you follow. I see reminders about event on sales. I never need any kind of notifications from them. I see email me. I see updates about event features and announcements and all that. I say I actually want them to email me over here. I see event sales recap. I say yes, you can actually email me. And monthly tips and tools for organizing events. I say yes, please. And I say I never want to unsubscribe. I'm making sure that notifications with I send everybody in terms of these companies to send me emails, because that way I can read them. I can read through emails. But notifications on the actual website, Roshan, no. Roshan, I never receive notifications on any website other than actual YouTube. And that way I'm learning much quicker, and also Instagram as well. I can receive some kind of notifications on Instagram, but it's just bare minimal. I'm just receiving that this individual is messaging me or something like that. And that's it. I understand that with Instagram, I have a message occurrence where if you're sending me a message, then it goes into a kind of private and general motive, and I have to go and accept you. And that's why I see a notification when you message me, then I have to accept your message to see it. And that's just the kind of notification I get with Instagram. So I see notifications over here, and I see important reminders for my next events. I say yes, I can get notifications for that. I realize all the confirmations for my attendees. I can get notifications for attendees in terms of how many people are attending my events and how many over here are doing my events much better. I'm saying anyway that other people in terms of life are also using Eventbrite over here. I can see straight away what's happening around here. So what I do now is I have to go and link myself a greater way to understand straight away to just agree with the cookies always with every website. And I'm understanding that no matter what, that as I go and do tickets over here, I have to manage my events, I have to do something different. I'm making sure as I go and do something of interest over here, I'm making sure I can go and see straight away what's happening around my interest over here. So I can tell people I can show people what my interests are over here. So I can say EDM, I can say also electronic, I can say also jazz, I can say psychedelic, I can say I have more interest in that. I realize everything interests me over here. The thing is, I can say classical and cultural. I can go over here. I can say Latin. I can say religious and spiritual. I can say experimental. I can say world as well. I mean, in a sense, I can have that nice and beautiful way of life. So looking for events where, just say current locations always. It's where I go and see these nice and beautiful events, and no matter what, it's more how I feel. So how I feel is I just go and finish off a greater deal of life over here to make sure I'm just looking for the events over here to see what's happening around town. So as I go and grow differently, I'm making sure that there's always some kind of events going on around town over here, and you can always go and search out. You can go and search out exactly what's going on in different suburbs close by, and that way you understand straight away how you can grow yourself differently. But I see how people make fun of me, or should they just sending me messages? But guess what? Probably it's more how I feel. That no matter what, that they are trying to hurt me. They're never trying to hurt me, but they're trying to just show me how important I am, and I'm important. And they're saying it, but they're laughing at me in a way that they're laughing at me. Understand? So as they're laughing, are they laughing at me? Yes. They're laughing at me, and they make me feel like some other idiot. I'm never an idiot, but they're making me feel like some individual who is just important. I'm just important, but that's it. Yeah, I'm not saying that never make me feel anything other than growing myself. That's the way it is. I understand I'm never hurt about anything. I'm making sure anyway that what I want to do is, since I actually understand event dashboard over here, and now the event dashboard over here is something where they have one more thing to do is your events is live and will be ready to go as soon as you select your payment options. So what I need to do is select my payment options over here. So let's have a look over here. I have to make sure that no matter what, that I can go and add my nice and beautiful card and BSB and account number and everything. And guess what? I promise you, that's what I mean. That's what I mean over here. I promise you now, all I do is I place my beautiful name on the account. I place my surname right here. And how easy is this? I promise you, it's so easy. As I go and grow myself, I have a great way to understand straight away how my nice and beautiful savings and everything. And what I want to do is I want to go and place everything into savings. And that way I'm understanding straight away that my bank name is Commonwealth Bank. And that's some information I've been looking for. I say Commonwealth Bank. See Commonwealth Bank. See Commonwealth Bank. So I put it all in capitals. So I just say Commonwealth in terms of, I place the Commonwealth, which I say now I don't place everything in capitals, but capitals in terms of Commonwealth is a C is in capital and everything else is in small letters, and the bank is Commonwealth Bank. So the only capital letters in Commonwealth Bank here is a C and B, and that's it. Yeah. Whereas now I want to add my BSB account number, and now that's different. I realize that's a different business over here. I'm understanding that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly upon how to set up my own kind of registry over here where people can find me. And I'm understanding straight away how I have BSB and account number here. And let's have a look. And if they ask you for a BS, or else if they ask you for an ABN number, then give them your ABN number too. Give them your actual ABN number. And that way you understand straight away what you need. So I have a BSB and account number here. I'm straight away understanding that I'm learning very quickly upon understanding how to do this. So as I do this quickly, I'm understanding straight away how I'm just moving through the notions very quickly. I'm just enjoying my life over here. So as I enjoy my life quickly, I'm understanding straight away how I grow myself. And I can do just what they can do now, but I'm doing it better now. And the whole point is understanding straight away how you can go and double check and multi-check. Just always multi-check over double check, but multiple check everything in terms of numbers and see, do that match up, and just always see, do your numbers actually match up for you? So I'm understanding that every single time. I'm focusing on understanding that anybody who's laughing at me in terms of sending laughing emojis without talking to me personally, or they're just really, let's say, trying to scam me. I never trust those people. And why is that? Because imagine you laughing with an emoji around me, but never really personally messaging me. But probably make me feel alone. Probably make me feel like you're never on my side. In a sense, so that's how it is, yeah? I'm focusing on understanding anyway, so what I do is my nickname is Danny Milivojevic. That's it. I never need other people's nicknames of me. And I'm making sure that I understand I have everything in my word eye. Actually, it's more how I feel, and no matter what, I understand straight away how I go and grow myself. But what I do now is I'm setting up the payment over here in terms of the nice and beautiful investment over here. So now people can actually see that I have over here that they terms of Eventbrite, has sent payments to the account for 701 Danny Milivojevic, Commonwealth Bank, and BSB number, and also account number here. And people can understand in Australian dollars in Australia. And that way I'm understanding that no matter what, that is done. And now what I do is I let it be. I can go and share my details to everybody. And I'm understanding that no matter what, that now I make money. So what I do is I can go and send my link to everybody now. And now if I send them my link like this, Roshi, guess what happens? Roshi, it's much more how I feel that I deserve better. So what I do is I move on. Otherwise, it's much more how I feel, how I understand straight away what I'm doing. So I understand anyway, it's all live. I see your event is up and running and tickets are on sale. Alright, that's amazing. And there's also a public notion where your event is listing and searchable. And I understand straight away. Thank you. Roshi, your Eventbrite is so excellent. I can see this. I see your payout is so far $0, and I have more than that. Alright, so your payout, it will be released on. I see your payout will be releasing on the 2nd of June 2021. So they give you a bit of time, and they allow for any refunds as well. And depending on your bank, so it may take 4 to 5 business days to receive your funds. And anyway, that's what they say. And the ETF account is my business and account number, which is my bank account number, which is the ETF account. Now, I'll see what ETF is now. First, now, when they understand that no matter what, the ETF is a fiat country. I see ETF is a fiat currency, and ETF is a fiat currency. Now, I realize now, what is a fiat currency? I mean, anything that's AUD or USD or yen or anything that's a reserve of the currency of the banks today. I mean, that's all fiat currency, and that's all ETFs. And never invest in those. I mean, make sure you understand that. And that way you understand straight away how you're just enjoying yourself. And now I have everything online set, and I can always set my nice and beautiful tickets online now. I'll make sure that no matter what, that what I want to do now is I have my FBOSS machine, but I also have everything going for me. And what I do now is I need to have an FBOSS machine anyway. I need to make sure that people can give me money at the door as well. So make sure that no matter what, that as I do that, actually now I'm focusing on understanding that I'm learning very quickly upon what else they're doing over here. I realize I have a sales by ticket type and common reports over here, and I have recent orders and traffic from promotional tools and also your links. So no matter what, you must understand that's all Eventbrite. And make sure you understand that no matter what, that you're talking all the information into fruition, and make sure you understand to just read all the headings, like subheadings or anything like that. And I'm understanding the 40% rule, which is much more such as the I% rule. I'm making sure that no matter what, it's more how everything's I. And then I have an attendee summary and custom questions responses, and also direct traffic, and also there's another way to see your event organizer URL is right here, and there's also another way to share on Twitter your Ticketek kind of thing, and there's also your event URL in a nice and beautiful dashboard of your Eventbrite. And I'm understanding anyway that since that's the case, I realize how other people have to record screens to be able to teach people audio content. I'm understanding how old that is, but it's also the new way. I promise you, it's a new way, but I'm doing a new way. I'm doing a better way. I'm just going to do myself a favor over here, what I'm doing on the side with my actual hustle with my phone over here, while they have to do it with a laptop, and I can do it with my phone. Or that's why I'm much better than them. And now what I want to do is I can also publish and promote my event on Facebook without leaving Eventbrite. And I can also go and send promotional emails to my guests with Eventbrite's free email campaigns, or through one of their email marketing partners, or I can also reach new audiences with one of their social media marketing services. And also I can analyze results with them, and also I can understand that once the traffic events promotional tools happens, then I understand that no matter what, that the chart shows tools that are bringing the most visits and sales as well. I'm not saying all that is I can create my own tracking links as well. So I'm not saying that's all important for me, but what's important now is I'm not saying everything's underway, but anything that's payments and tax, whereas now that's all different. I'm making sure that no matter what I do now is I'm learning very quickly upon what's happening, but they're saying to email your attendees and 2 days before events. I see I can email other people, but guess what, I'll let it be that way. And also I understand that they are never charging tax on this event, and I see I'm charging tax always. And now why? Or else now I have to be charging tax, but if I never charge tax, or else I have to charge tax. I said if I'm a registering business, then GST ID in terms of anything that's an ABN number is right here. So I have to place my ABN number where the tax is. Whereas now anything that's a tax kind of notion is ABN number, and I have to place my ABN number right in there. And that's why I'm understanding anything that's a GST is an ABN number in Australia, or GST, anything in terms of GST is a TFN number or a ABN number. And now ABN number is a TFN number, but also understand ABN number has its own direct link code, and also TFN number has its own taxation office number as well. So make sure you understand that in Australia is the ATO, which is Australian Taxation Office, which is a TFN or tax file number. But then we also have Australian business number, which I realize, which is a registration of your business. But the tax file number has everything to do with the tax side, and the ABN number has everything to do with your business being a registering business. And that's it. Unfortunately, two different numbers. But make sure you understand that, and make sure you understand now that since I have to file for tax always, so be able to file your business for tax always, so that you can actually understand. So you can actually understand how to actually go and deliver content. So understand that no matter what, that since my actual business is up and going right now in a better way, I'm making sure that no matter what, that I'm placing my ABN number for the first time in Eventbrite. It's amazing. So I'm understanding that no matter what, I multiple check my numbers over here. So I have my nice and beautiful way of life over here going for me in different ways. So as I go and grow myself differently, I'm making sure I can go and see exactly these numbers. So I'm learning how to go and see how to go and grow myself. So no matter what, I have to go and always multiple check everything to make sure that I'm learning quickly how to grow myself. And as you grow yourself differently, then you're making sure that you're learning very quickly upon how to go and just do something to help yourself to succeed is what I mean. Whereas if you're willing to prove yourself and you're making sure that your tax name is also Danny Milivojevic, for example, for myself, but for yourself is your actual name. I mean, your tax name is your name. Your full name is your tax name. And the tax rate is what? The tax rate is something that I have to apply over here, but the tax rate is something of registering. So I might registering a GST tax name business or whatever is happening. But tax name is the business name. What's the business name is the tax name. I can see that now. And now what's the tax rate over here? Whereas now that's something different, yeah? Make sure you understand that no matter what, that everything applies to all tickets. So the tax rate is something of 10%, whereas now it's up to 35% tax. Or is it really? What's the tax rate around here? 60% tax rate. 60% because I'm self-employment. So that's why it's 60% tax rate. Whereas for every dollar I make 40 cents all the way. That's why I'm a self-employment type of business, and that's why they're asking for tax rate here. I understand Shopify and all these stores online have 10% tax rate per transaction. So every single transaction you make online with Shopify and e-commerce businesses and Shopify in terms of the drop shipping businesses online, they're all 10% surcharge with everything. So that's what you have to understand now. So surcharge is also anything to do with tax. And then understand that since I make events, I'm making sure it's a 60% tax rate with me. And I'm making sure anyway, yes, I have an ABN number. I see applies to all tickets. Yes, I apply to all tickets. And as I understand straight away, I have to apply to all, I have to understand that I apply to all tickets over here. And understand that I absorb tax. I see over here is sales tax is deducting from your revenue ticket. I see now, guess what approach? It's much more how I understand that no matter what I can do is I can file for tax returns once I make the money first. So I make the money first and then I'm going to do tax returns, and that's something different. So I realize now that's all it is, yeah. But guess what? I have to apply it now. But guess what approach? It's much more how it is. And I said Jesus Christ says just tick all the boxes over here. I say send attendees the tax invoice. I say absorb tax and sale taxes is deducting from your revenue tickets. I say full name is Danny Milivojevic. I make sure that no matter what, that people can see my address over here. So business address is my 6 Tremana Street, Busby. And I just leave it that way. And as I go and do that, I understand that I'm just learning very quickly upon doing this quickly, and I do it one time and then I just move on. And as I go and really understand that no matter what, that this time is the only time, because I understand I'm learning very quickly. And that's it. Now any notes or memos, I just I save it. I save everything. That's all done. My nice and beautiful business is registering. I'm making sure that I understand my business number. I see 707. I see over here So I can see straight away. And no matter what, I can say 627. I see straight away how to do that. And there's these numbers. I'm just looking at numbers over here. So yes, I see 22 and 99. I'm making sure anyway that no matter what, as I grow myself, that if you give your ABN number to other people, then guess what? Probably it's more how you feel. But the event will charge a rate of 10% actual surcharge. So I'm understanding that events with approach any event with, let's say, Eventbrite, approach they charge you 10% on the ticket, but that is on top of the ticket. Approach they charge you nothing for tax, but they charge people 10% extra surcharge is what they're saying. And that's what Shopify does. That's what Shopify and e-commerce does in terms of e-commerce stores and dropshipping companies such as online Amazon and Shopify and all these online companies that get your money are charging always 10% surcharge on top of what you're getting. So if you get 20 headphones for $20, then they charge you $25, or they charge you a surcharge, for example, with that money. So it's much more than that. But make sure you understand that they're always getting a surcharge. So if you get 100 headphones with Amazon for $100, then Amazon charges you 10% surcharge on that, and it's more. You have to give them $110. Then you have to give them $110 because 10% is a surcharge with Amazon and dropshipping companies and Shopify and all these e-commerce stores. I realize in terms of e-commerce stores online, so making sure you understand that all e-commerce stores charge you a 10% surcharge on top of what you're giving. So if you give $100 to e-commerce stores, then they charge you 110, and that's how it is. Yeah. I'll rush it anyway. So what I do now is move on. Alright, now what I want to do now is, that's all tax information, but you always have to do your tax information, and you always have to go around giving your ABN number to everything in terms of Eventbrite and all these nice and beautiful linking services of Ticketek and everything. And you must understand now, since I'm understanding that is all done for me, I'm understanding that no matter what, that now I want to go and see what's happening for my order form over here and what's going on around here. So as I'm really filing for everything in terms of tax, I'm making sure that no matter what, I can see the collect information from is a buyer only. And that's what it's much more how I feel, and no matter what, it's much more how it is. And I'm making sure that you can always understand to customize checkout questions, and I'll see straight away that you can always ask people questions and everything about life. But what you do is understand straight away to understand that no matter what, you can always let it be that way. I'm making sure that no matter what, as I go and understand straight away how to see that they also shipping addresses and I realize there's supports, or they're supporting collecting attendees with full names and everything like that. So I'm learning to just go through the information, but they also have group registration and additional items and registration options around here. So as they go and do merchants in anything of life, and then they're using ticket selections in fulfillment of shipping and handling the responsibility of event organizers. So you can go to the tickets there. You can also go and activate group registrations. So you can allow and require people to be part of a group and team and organization and company and association in your group, and also to activate group registrations. And you must collect information for each attendee, for example. So I'm saying that's information. I see now, no matter what, I see you can also allow attendees to edit information after registration. And I realize now, anyway, I just allow everything except refunds and refund requests. I'm understanding no matter what, you always have to refund people when they ask for it. And that's it, man. Just make sure that you're much better in terms of what you're doing. And then you can go to your tickets over here and you can go and see what you're doing. So as you go and do something, you can create add-ons if you want. What's add-ons? You can go and do something extra. You can go and be visible upon something else, but that's a total quantity. Or you can invite people with promotional codes as well, and you can make your own promotional codes, or else you can add a code that people can use, and that way, no matter what, you can give these codes to people, and you can give them a discount for your events as well with Eventbrite. And they use the CSV, which is to import your codes and to add them individually with people, and you have discounts and deals with holds in terms of life. So they have tickets over here, which is admission, and holds and settings and add-ons, and the admission ticket is right here. I'm saying that any promo codes you can make with Eventbrite, and you can make sure you can go and do yourself a great favor over here to make sure that you understand that this capacity, understand that no matter what, I can say to create hold tickets. I see first I can set a capacity over here. I can say limit event capacity at 100. I mean, make sure, I understand anyway that only the first 100 tickets are being sold, and that's it. I'm pretty sure, and no matter what, that I can see straight away how I've done that. So I'm understanding that as I do that, I'm making sure I'm always learning very quickly. I say I can display the number of tickets remaining, and I can always do that for myself as well. I can always make sure that I can do that because that's how I feel, to make sure that no matter what, the people can always see the number and what's going on, and the event capacity of how many people are coming to the store and how many people are coming to my events and how much the ticket price is. Actually, it's all straightforward, isn't it? Actually, I can add tickets as well. I can add some other tickets over here. I can do other tickets. I can go and do other type of tickets over here. I can select other type of deals as well, and I can make sure that no matter what, that people can give me money on a day. I'm pretty sure people can give me money on a day. Otherwise, pretty sure all they have to do is show me the receipt with them giving me the money, and then make sure anyway I can make different package deals with them right away. And that way I'm making sure that anyway that what I want to do is I can do that as well. And I can make sure that I can add some packages. I can say, hey, $500 to have this package with Eventbrite, and just give me the money, and then guess what? I'll probably give you this package. And actually, that's how it is. I can use Eventbrite as my actual package deal to make sure I can do services with you. So if you just go on my link, there's Eventbrite. I just create a link with Eventbrite, and guess what happens? I can also make sure that I can get your money from you personally through ABN and business number, and you can give it to me through bank account. And either way, I can do via PayPal or Apple Pay or whatever it is. And you guys can also send me single money toward just me. And also my FBOSS machine is always with me anyway, so you can just give it to my FBOSS machine right away. And that way I'm understanding I have an FBOSS machine, and I say, you want service from me? Give me $200 and I give you service. Boom, boom, boom. It's right now. That's how it is, yeah. But I'm understanding that no matter what, I give you service first anyway. I've already given you the service. I already gave you the service that you're looking for. So that's the thing now. I'm understanding straight away how I can learn quickly about that. But what I do is I'm understanding now how my tickets are happening. I already wrote everything down in terms of what's happening around my events. I'm making sure now everything's done with that. I'm making sure I'm ahead of the game. I'm making sure I have something new to say, something new to do. But what I want to do is I want to copy the information now. I see this is nice and beautiful where people can go through my checkout process over here with Eventbrite. And I'm making sure anyway that people can find my link. I'm pretty sure people can now find my online. I've realized people now can find my online tickets. They can go and give me the money online right away. And that's it, man. I'm pretty sure now what I do now is I go and link my actual contents. Make sure that no matter what I want to do is I want to send them my messages. I want to send them my message over here and say, hey, come and get my event tickets, mate. And that way I'm understanding straight away what I need to do to succeed is different. And as I succeed differently, I focus on making sure I have more enough information on everything, and I just go and focus on making sure I can go and see the actual product deals and actually just go and manage my events and go and see where the tickets are over here. So you have managing events over here. On the side dashboard of Eventbrite, you have credits and also tickets, and you can see straight away where your tickets are as well. So you can also CSV export something, and you can go and create yourself a CSV. And CSV is like a merchant price document where you can open it. It's like an Excel spreadsheet, and that's what a CSV is. I see a CSV is a spreadsheet of numbers, and then you can use that for your range of whatever you're doing. And I understand no matter what, as I do that, I'm learning how to quickly see the information before I say no thanks, and making sure that no matter what, I learn very quickly upon pressing tickets over here, and that way people can see my interests and what I'm doing over here. But what I'm doing here is I'm learning very quickly upon what's going on about my life over here, and as I count something forward, I'm just looking to see exactly what's happening over here. So let's have a look. Make sure that no matter what, I'm just learning very quickly upon helping myself to choose a location or something like that, and it helps me to see just what's happening around the world and what's happening around this event and stuff around town. So people are just creating all these events around town, and you can always go on Eventbrite to go and see all these events that people are making around town. And I'm understanding that now. I see the tickets are right here, and I understand that as I want to go and link people my tickets around what's happening, or else Eventbrite makes it so easy for you to do it for sure now. As I go and do everything that I can go and follow people as well. I can follow people online, and also I understand I have to verify my email. So as I verify my email online, making sure that no matter what, I can go into my actual Gmail account over here, and I go verify my email with Eventbrite, so I can understand straight away. I just verify everything, and then as I do that, everything's excellent with myself, and that way I'm learning very quickly upon what's going on. But then I understand straight away how to browse events as well, and you can browse events and host an event on actual Eventbrite, and you can see what's happening very quickly. On the 29th of May, I see a marketplace with people over there with after party, and then other people have hiring events over here with tech career fair stuff to do, and then the night market's happening. I see blankets and wine comedy. I mean, you can always see straight away that there's a sunset day party over there. I mean, gosh, that's all happening in the nice and beautiful California over there, and actual, let's say, America over there. So that's happening recently, and that's happening soon. So I'm saying that no matter what, as I go and link my content over here, I want to make sure I have more enough of everything to succeed. So I'm saying that no matter what, that I can see straight away how I contact people over here, and now everything's underway in terms of my life over here. So I'm making sure no matter what, that the process now is that I did start the process. I'm making sure I go invite myself to go and experience the actual application of Eventbrite over here. I understand that Eventbrite actually has an application that you can use, and you can use the application forward, and then you can understand straight away how drug addicts and people who are drug addicts never have time to go and make events around themselves. So that's the worst thing. So I'm understanding Eventbrite over here. See Eventbrite, I just go and disclose information to give you always. And I'm understanding if you disclose information, then just go and give that information, is what I'm saying. And that way I understand straight away how to go and dwell upon a better way. So no matter what, I realize now I want to be making sure that I can go into my account settings over here to see exactly what's going on. And I can see straight away the credits of what I'm doing for you over here. I'm understanding that no matter what, I can see straight away an affiliate program. I realize they have an affiliate program, and I realize they have email preferences and linking accounts, and also closed account and personal data and development links and organization. Or as Eventbrite is having all that, and also organizational settings is with Eventbrite as well. So I'm saying that I'm always focusing on helping myself to succeed differently. I'm focusing on understanding that I can always use my current location and what's happening with the actual Eventbrite list, and I sign on with Facebook as well with Eventbrite application. And I understand that they have an affiliate program where you can make you can make side money and everything in terms of what you're doing. But as I'm actually doing life, I'm focusing on helping my life to succeed differently, and then you can go and see exactly what's going on with your notification center and what's happening around town in your area. So I'm understanding other people have a cheese festival over there, and I'm looking to see straight away what's happening. So I see the Paradigm Sydney is happening very soon. I see Brian Carney is coming over here. I see Giuseppe Ottaviani as well in Blastoise. I see they're coming on June 2021. I see that's happening. So they're charging $74 to $115 on Eventbrite. So I understand straight away how I can go and make my events. And I'm understanding that no matter what, I just go and enjoy myself. Otherwise, I just go and do my nice and beautiful life. And you can go and get tickets online for Eventbrite as well. And you can go and see straight away what events are happening in town with Eventbrite. And it's so nice and beautiful for you to be able to do that. And you can meet new people. And realize you can meet new people and you can go wherever you want. But the thing is, now I want to be able to go and see exactly where my actual tickets are. So I'm not saying that what I want to do now is I want to see my beautiful, let's say, I realize over here they have tickets. And they have managed my events, and they have also following and collections and interests and account settings. So I'll go manage my events over here. Alright, so as I go and do that, I'm making sure I can go and see exactly my tickets over here. So as I click over here, I want to make sure I can copy the event or copy the URL. And what happens if I copy the URL over here? Let's have a look. I copy and I press the nice and beautiful Control V, and it shows you the ticket. Let's have a look. And it shows you where the tickets is right here. So I'm not saying if I press the nice and beautiful ticket tech kind of thing going over here, which is my seminar level 1 over here. So it's on sale and it's actually publishing with a green notion. So if it's a green notion, then it means it's active. And then if you view it, or as if you view the ticket, then you understand to open a ticket, and it shows you straight away the tickets. And then it shows you the event as well, and the calendar, and what day and time. And then guess what? Probably that's how it is. And now I understand straight away how people can go and get the tickets, for example. And it says, for example, I allow people to see 100 remaining tickets over here that people can go and see straight away. And people can see straight away how many tickets there are. I have nothing to hide. But the thing is now, for myself, is to create that link. But where is the link now? That's the thing. I want to make that link work. I want to make sure that I'm sharing the event. I want to share the tickets. Right? If I share the tickets, that's the events seminar right here. So I have to share, and there's a nice and beautiful share button on here. So let's have a look. So if I go and create this on Facebook in terms of I paste it on Google somewhere, I mean, now I want to make sure that no matter what, I'm going to paste it in the website. And if I place it in the website URL, then it works. But if I place it in a nice and beautiful Google website, then it never works. So make sure that you understand straight away that what you want is I can go and flag it. I flag this and I add my nice and beautiful event bookmark. In terms of I add my beautiful Eventbrite bookmark ticket sales, and make sure I just place it on my dashboard inside of my nice and beautiful laptop. And now it's on my dashboard on my laptop. And I just go and exit everything, and I just go and click the actual, let's say, nice and beautiful way of life over here, where I can place a new nice and beautiful website. I click the seminar level 1 tickets, and it goes straight to my tickets over here because it's on my dashboard. I can just click one of those links. I can click the actual link over here where there's a YouTube and maps, there's a translate function and Gmail, and there's seminar level 1. And it's one of those little dashboards where I bookmark it, and I bookmark the website to be on my actual dashboard of my laptop with my beautiful Levona laptop. And then I make sure when I go online in terms of the internet, I go on Facebook, I make sure to send it to people really quickly because I have the actual URL. So I click on the URL, I make sure I link them the URL, and that way I'm understanding straight away how I go and do that for myself in different ways. And as I go and do that, I go to Facebook over here, I make sure I send that guy that was saying something to me about how much he loves me, and send him the nice and beautiful request over here to make sure that no matter what, that I'm learning quickly what's happening. But let's have a look over here. I understand that no matter what, that my Facebook pages are somewhere on the left over here of Facebook via my laptop. I'm learning the functions of what's going on very quickly. I'm understanding that no matter what, I'm just learning quickly about what's happening. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that as I grow and learn, I'm making sure that what I want to do is I learn very quickly to just make an event and to make all these events happen now for free. And making sure that no matter what, it's all happening to give me money for that event, and that's it. But as I create events, I'm interacting with always to deliver content, and as I do a greater job, I'm learning. I'm learning how to go and do greater I'm learning how to do greater upon what I need to do to succeed. And that way, as I succeed, I notion forward everything. And make sure that no matter what, that I go and really, I love the comments. I love the comments over here. I make sure that no matter what, it's more how I go and send them all these contents. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that I see other people just doing that. So I'm understanding that what I want to do, I want to send them my link over here and say, hey, come and check out my link, ese vato. In the sense of what I do is I send them the nice and beautiful link over here, and that way they have my link. And that way I'm understanding straight away that they get a notification that I did reply, and that way I'm understanding that no matter what, that they can go and get my nice and beautiful link over here and pages, and all they do is they send me the nice and beautiful e-copy or e-ticket, and they send me an e-ticket, and I see the e-ticket, and then I just say get in. That's it. And that's what I say, yeah. I say a different way of method, and I say a different way of understanding, but if that never works out, it's more how I have to look at the actual ticket. I make people look at the ticket, that's how it is, yeah. I make sure that no matter what, as I go and grow myself differently, I'm making sure that there's always more to do. But I just went through a bunch of information about everything, and now, guess what I'll do now? From now on, I make sure that I go and give money to book the room, and I make the event, I make the cover photo, I make all this Facebook stuff, an event happen, and then go and I link it then to Eventbrite, and I just let it be. And then what I do is I get the business cards, and I go all the way around the world promoting my business cards and postages, and also the nice and beautiful bus advertisements about the events. And I make sure anyway I have my FBOSS machine and employees at the doors. From that point, I'm what now? That's it. Russian, that's it. Russian, as long as you can do that, then you can understand straight away how to grow. Alright, now, Lavai, Russian, now since I'm actually doing that, I'm learning quick about what's happening, but that's all. I'm understanding that I just did set up my business. I mean, how good is that? I mean, that's excellent, yeah? I mean, I just did set up my business, man. And as I grow myself differently, I understand I have some comments over here. I want to go and see what's happening around the comments of my business over here. So I'm allowing everything to happen. I just go really quickly upon everything to see what's going on. But as I go and see these messages and what's happening with my inbox over here, I'm making sure that I can go and see my nice and beautiful life. So my life is right here in different ways. I can see the activity, for example. So I'm understanding that what I want to do is I can see straight away how people are liking my stuff over here. And I'm understanding that, so I can see the business suit. So there's a business suit messenger type stuff that you can check on Instagram, and you can check your beautiful content and what's going on around Facebook, and you can check always with the actual content. So if you're actually if you're actually making content work with yourself all the time, then make sure you're always checking your notifications and everything that people are posting to you via phones only, because it's much better and it's much more smarter, like the iPhone Smart. I mean, make sure you understand that, and then I understand straight away that since I do that, making sure that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly upon understanding how to go and dwell upon helping myself to succeed. But everything's nice and simple now. I'm making sure I can create event pages all around the world. Otherwise, I'm making sure I understand straight away how to grow myself. And as I grow myself, I focus upon delivering content differently. Actually, I'm just making sure that I love my life and I love everything. I make sure that no matter what, I'm just liking everything, I'm loving everything. I'm focusing on understanding that no matter what, I see everything. I realize that I never meant to say that, but it's more how I mean the word I. I mean the word I never get started, but I mean, every single day I'm focusing on making sure I mean everything I say. I make sure always to go and deliver content. So now, since I'm understanding that, I want to see that nice and beautiful message. So I want to see where that message is inside of my beautiful Facebook page over here. So I'm not saying I did send them my nice and beautiful link, but making sure I have my Facebook page going for me, making sure that since that's the case, I'm learning very quickly upon how to do greater and greater for myself. And then I actually focus upon helping myself to succeed quickly is what I do. But I focus on understanding straight away how I say good luck, and I make sure that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I have request reviews for Danny Milivojevic. I say a business with at least one review. I see around 78% one more page with visits in a month. I say request review, so I have requests over here. So making sure that no matter what, as I grow myself differently, I'm looking to see exactly what's going on. So no matter what I'm doing, I can see straight away how people are helping me to succeed over here. So as I succeed, I'm learning quickly about the event. So the event now is tickets available, and tickets are available, baby, inside of my actual Facebook page. Roshi, how amazing is that? Roshi, it's all available. Roshi, it's all actually available for me now to be able to go and link people and to get them to come to my event, because that's how I see life. I see life through different aspects of life. So I'm making sure that no matter what, that as I do that, I realize that no matter what, I can see how other people are selling tickets online, and they're going with Eventopia, or else there's another type of, let's say, link category online where people are linking themselves with Eventopia or something like that. I'm not saying I just go for Eventbrite. So I'm understanding that since I actually go with Eventbrite, I'm understanding now people can click on my actual Eventbrite notice, or I can go into the application side as well, and I can give money through actual Eventbrite notice over here, where people can actually see me in the application. And now, since I can find myself in the application side of Eventbrite as well, I can get all my tickets inside of the actual Eventbrite Ticketek application. So let's have a look. I can see the event details over here of everything, and that way I understand that no matter what, the people can actually find my event. And since people can find my event, Roshi, it's excellent. Roshi, it's excellent for me. Roshi, now I feel more alive. I feel like somebody over here. I'm making sure, yes, I create my first event over here. I'm in Danny Milivojevic with my nice and beautiful photo. I see ticket details. I see beautiful. I want to see the ticket details. The price people can go and say, yes, I see people can actually see that there's 100 remaining ticket admissions online. I see they can go checkout, and what happens is people can always give me a checkout list of whatever I want, and I can make all these packages online with Eventbrite, and they can give me the money through Eventbrite with any type of package, in terms of any type of package that I want. And then I can receive all this money from other people and say, hey, I create a nice and beautiful event page of Eventbrite, and just send the money there, and it comes back into my account. Or send it via Bitcoin, or send it via to my bank account. And either way, I send it right to my bank account really quickly, and that way I'm understanding straight away how I can go and link up PayPal and credit card and debit MasterCards, and understand how people have to go and write their actual address and the tax receipt of the name as well when they actually get my tickets, and they can also go hacking upon the credit card and debit card, and they can go and write everything in terms of what kind of business they are in terms of life, and are they an individual or a business, otherwise. Or actually then I'm actually a business now, so I'm understanding that no matter what, I'm learning quickly upon the checkout process, but let it be that way. And also there's a time kind of thing, so Eventbrite gives you 8 minutes to get the tickets, in terms of to actually go invest your money to get the tickets. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that people can go and get up to 10 maximum tickets right away. I'm understanding that no matter what, that is the kind of limit I did give other people. So making sure that since that's the case, making sure that no matter what, that I can see straight away how to just go and maximize that. I want to maximize that kind of range over here. I mean, why does it have to be 10 max people? I mean, in the sense, so, I mean, guess what, Roger, that's the way, yeah? Alright, so what I want to do is I want to go to my tickets over here. I want to make sure that I can go and do something around this nice and beautiful area of life where I'm just learning about the account settings over here. I'm learning to make that tickets right here, to make it a nice and beautiful preference, to make sure I can go and receive much more maximization methods over here, to make sure I can go and receive more money for that. Otherwise, right now I'm making sure that no matter what, as I go and do something around what I'm doing, I just did link everything to make sure I can get the money. So making sure that as I go and do anything around my events, I can manage my events over here. And as I manage my events over here, I'm understanding that no matter what I want to do is I want to go and see that you can postpone an event as well. I mean, you can postpone it via Eventbrite, and you can copy the events, and you can go and edit the events as well, and you can event yourself into greatness, and you can understand straight away how I feel. You can go and edit the ticket, and you click edit the ticket, and then guess what, approach you go into the ticket over here. It's a seminar or talk, and the organizer, I can say Danny Milivojevic is the organizer. So Danny Milivojevic is the organizer, and I see straight away how I'm learning very quickly upon what's going on over here. But as I do that, probably other people can see straight away that I'm learning very quickly upon what's going on. I mean, everybody can learn very quickly upon what's going on. So I understand straight away how I go and say other, and it's just seminar talk, and that's it. Whereas now I understand that no matter what, that people can get a tag or search keywords to my events. So I just say Danny Milivojevic. I say Danny Milivojevic. You can find me under Danny Milivojevic in Eventbrite. So that's how it is, huh? And I understand straight away how to go and do that. And that's one location. I said Danny Milivojevic. See, Danny Milivojevic. See, that's one tag, and the tags have to be together. And you make all these tags come true, and people can find you. So let's have a look. I'll just say seminar. I'll just say seminar level 1. I say also Mounties. I say Mount Pritchard. Say Mount Pritchard. I'll leave it that way. First, that's it. First, anyway, those are my tags. So I'll just put some tags there. I'll put some hashtags, and people can find me through hashtags. But then also the day and time is all here. I see Australian time as well. Russia, Australian Sydney time. Yep. Russia now. Understand anyway from that point. You can also reserve seating if you want. I mean, you put the location and you put the postcode of the address of where you're staying at and where you're actually doing a public speaking talk, and make sure you do that. And this is all business, guys. I mean, this is all education business. And then what I want to do is I want to make sure I'm giving people the managing attendees. And I want to see this over here. I want to manage my attendees over here. I want to make sure that what I do from here is I just look at the nice and beautiful refund process over here. I'll go and see the refund process. And I see a refund policy over here. I see up to 1 day before event starts. I see on case by case basis. Rush now that day I rush no. Rush I want to make it everything on case by case basis. And I'll let it be that way. And why is that? Because that way it's just that kind of day, yeah? I mean, just make sure you're returning people's money when they want it. That's what I mean. And payment options over here, brush people can go and manage payment methods over here with Visa, MasterCard. Right now with Eventbrite is more enough for me, and let it be that way. And also all the options over here is an order form. I see it, I love I. Whereas now, since I understand straight away how to just deliver this, I want to make sure that no matter what the other people can go and register my tickets online over here. I see go to tickets. I make sure I can see gender. I mean, how many questions do I want to ask them for actually billing? I make sure that no matter what the billing address, I understand straight away now that no matter what, it's much more how I feel. I mean, do I need to ask them for billing address? I say no, or else I never need to ask them for that. I say now card info, or else card info only is much more enough. I say anyway, what I do is a little bit that way. Make sure that no matter what, I just go do greater. I just let it be. I realize it's much more how I feel, so just let it be that way. I realize there's no problems over here. I let them do that, but also I want to understand straight away how I let it be that way. And I focus upon understanding straight away how to understand that now. So what I do is I go and see order confirmation, and I see order confirmation site over here. So I'm just looking to see exactly what Eventbrite can actually deliver me over here. So I have a customizing event field over here where I can send them a customization email. I just send them a nice and beautiful email here to say how I feel about them.